Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am First Lieutenant Brandon Raines, your narrator for today's ceremony. On behalf of Colonel Derek Abanico, Commandant, Officer Training School, we welcome you to the graduation ceremony for Officer Training School Class 2417. I would like to begin with a brief review of this morning's ceremony. In just a few moments, Class 2417 will march in, followed by the arrival of the official party. Today's graduates will be in their OCP uniform, symbolizing their ceremonial duties for today. To maintain proper decorum and respect, we ask that you abide by the following protocols. There are times that you will be asked to stand. During those times, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies. Military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. In addition, please reserve respect during the oath of office. During this oath, officers pledge their lives to support and defend the Constitution and our country. I will be providing cues throughout the event to guide you. Today's ceremony is a celebration of the achievements of these graduating officers. It is also a ceremony that both teaches and appreciates our Air and Space Force military heritage. Drill is an essential part of military history, a prominence that rests on the fact that its fundamental purpose was to prepare troops for battle. For the most part, drill procedures practiced in the past were identical to the tactical maneuvers employed on the battlefield. It was this aspect of drill which made it such an important part of training. Even today, drill remains a necessary and useful training activity for instilling discipline, precision, and esprit de corps. Over 200 years ago, General Washington enlisted the assistance of Baron von Steuben, a distinguished Prussian officer, to help instill discipline in his fledgling army. Baron von Steuben arrived at Valley Forge in February of 1778, facing an army of several thousand undisciplined, half-starved men in rags. To correct these conditions, he set to work immediately to teach the discipline of drill to a model company of 120 selected men. These warriors modeled the way as they learned to respond to commands without hesitation. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Black.
I invite you to take these moments to give thanks in your own way, in your own heart, as I offer this invocation. Eternal God, our faithful God, we stand in awe of you this morning. Today you have brought to completion the work which began in each of these officer trainees many weeks ago. The airmen and guardians standing before us represent the warrior-minded leaders of character who will carry and steward the trust of our nation and its people. God, we thank you for these remarkable individuals. Within their ranks are future pilots, combat systems operators, ADMs, and those who protect us in space and cyberspace. There are nurses, administrators, public health professionals, JAGs, and civil engineers, among many others. Through long days and short nights, during rigorous examinations and demanding exercises, in challenges which stretched them to their limits and beyond their limits, you were forming strong leaders for our military. Out of that crucible, you forged Class 2417. We ask that you bless and strengthen 2417 and the loved ones who have supported them along the way. We recognize, O Lord, that it is their willingness to make sacrifices, not merely our own, which makes today possible. And it is only through such sacrifice that the welfare of our nation may be safeguarded for future generations. Lord, as Class 2417 graduates today, please guard their tomorrows. Help them to lead with integrity, respect, and above all, always with honor. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Black. Please be seated. The reviewing official for today's parade is the mobilization assistant to Area University Commander and President, and today's keynote speaker, Major General Ann Gunter. The Commandant, Officer Training School, Colonel Garrett Abanico. The Senior Enlisted Leader, Officer Training School, Chief Master Sergeant Aaron Gufford. We'd also like to take this time to recognize our distinguished guests in the audience today. The Deputy Commander, Gene M. Holmes Center for Officer Sessions and Citizen Development, Colonel Christopher Groman, and Command Chief, Chief Master Sergeant Jennifer McKean. The Commander, 341st Missile Wing, Malmstrom Air Force Base, Colonel Daniel Voorhees, and Command Chief, Chief Master Sergeant Charlotte Castellano. The Deputy Commandant, Officer Training School, Colonel Roxanne Floyd. The Commander, 217th Training Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Sharon Harris. The Commander, 22nd Training Support Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Randy Sicali. The Commander, 24th Training Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Gregory Jackson, and the Senior Enlisted Leader, Technical Sergeant Joshua Rodriguez. We also welcome all other commanders, commandants, command chiefs, senior leaders, chiefs, staff, and guests who have joined us on this special occasion. We hope you enjoy the ceremony. The Commander of Airmen for today's ceremony is Second Lieutenant Alicia Baker. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of our national anthem by Second Lieutenant Grace Roche. Thank you. Please be seated.
B group of friends are accounted for, sir.
Ma'am, I guess all friends are accounted for.
Attention to order! Detail board 6, officer on 6, second lieutenant Pearson, Pilot Rob, Colonel Avenico, officer.
Officer Training School, United States Air Force, Maxwell Air Force Base, Alabama. Subject, Honor Flight, Honor Squadron, and Commandant's Challenge winners, Class 2417. In honor of First Lieutenant Paul J. Smith, the flight that exhibited the best combined and average order of merit metrics and leader of character attributes earns the title Honor Flight. This award recognizes the Honor Flight's demonstrated capacity to live with honor, lift others, and elevate the performance of their teams. The Honor Flight Streamer is awarded to Flight 417 for excellence as a flight in academic studies, military training, and physical conditioning. Signed, Colonel Derek Iwanico, United States Air Force, Commandant, Officer Training School. The Honor Squadron Streamer is awarded to the Gold Hawk Squadron for excellence as a squadron in academic studies, military training, and physical conditioning. Signed, Colonel Derek Iwanico, United States Air Force, Commandant, Officer Training School. The Commandant's Challenge winner is awarded to Flight 417 for possessing courage, resilience, and hardiness of spirit. Enlisting in their inner cause of virtues, we must exemplify with blood and sweat and the spectrum of developing as leaders. During the playing of ruffles and flourishes, it is customary for military members in uniform to stand at attention, face, and salute the general officer being honored. It is not necessary for persons standing immediately beside the general officer to face in his or her direction. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of ruffles and flourishes. You may be seated. Thank you. U.S. Air and Space Force are the world's preeminent forces in air, space, and cyberspace. We maintain that distinction by securing our objective of global vigilance, reach, power, and remaining true to our vision statement. The world's greatest air and space forces, powered by airmen and guardians, fueled by innovation. Through shared values, key capabilities, and upholding our creed, we continue to achieve our mission and aim high in all we do. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remain standing while Officer Training School Class 2417 recites the Airman's Creed, followed by the oath of office administered by Major General Gunter. I am an American airman.
I am a warrior. I have answered my nation's call. I am an American airman. My mission is to fly, fight, and win. I am faithful to a proud heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American airman, guardian of freedom and justice, my nation's sword and shield, a century and avenger. I defend my country with my life. I am an American airman, wingman, leader, warrior. I will never leave an airman behind. I will never falter, and I will not fail!
Graduates, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Having been appointed first lieutenant in the United States Air or Space Force.
In the United States Air Force,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the order
that I will well and faithfully discharge the orders
of the office upon which I am about to enter.
of the office upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Today, you walk off this field with honor. You start serving your nation with honor. You have joined your nation's service with honor. My heartfelt congratulations and thank you for stepping up and stepping in to wear our nation's cloth and to defend us all. Officers, dismissed.
Always